So yeah, obviously we're students. We're students. We're here to study. We're here to get our qualifications. I think this is a massive, massive part of our identity at the moment. But you know what? And I've seen it over the years. I've seen it with so many people. I've seen it for so long. But I think we end up getting too consumed in our role as being a student that we end up forgetting our other roles in life. Because I mean, I know that you're working towards your degree, you're working to finishing, qualifying, all that stuff. But remember, you're yourself, you're a person before you're a student. That's so important to remember. You can live your life as a student. You should actually, because you're a person, once again, before you're a student. That's so important to understand and realize, and also know that you dedicating time to the other important things in your life, whether it's family, spirituality, hanging out with friends, all the stuff that you enjoy, you dedicating your time to that stuff as well as your academics will make you balanced, will make you happier, and funny enough, you'll actually perform better in varsity. So today I want to just break down for you guys how exactly to have that balance, to be able to, show up for your studies, be efficient, be effective, get stuff done, but also just live life. So I think, in my experience, I've been a busy person. I've always been doing a lot of things. Obviously, back in my varsity days, did become accounting science. Very tough degree, very tough qualification. But at the end of the day, university, all qualifications are tough. It's not easy, You're here for a reason. But over and above that, I was, part of the leadership as well in university. I was very involved in that. That took up a lot of time. And I'm a very social person, so me spending time with friends is very important to me. I spent a lot of time with friends as well. I'm very extroverted. And I'll also go to the gym as well. I'm a sports person, play a bit of soccer. So as you can hear, I get up to a lot of stuff. I'm quite busy, but I'm able to balance everything. And I think live a more fulfilled life. Obviously, there's still a long way I have to go in my own journey. But I know a lot of you guys are always asking yourself, how the hell do we balance? How do we make time for our personal things? It's so busy. It's going down. And I get where you guys are coming from. I really do. So I think first off, an insanely important thing is you have to understand what your priorities are. This is where a lot of students go wrong, let me tell you. Because a lot of people want everything to be important in their life. Or maybe they'll make something specific very important that is not the most important thing, or they'll lose clarity on what their priorities are. So it's important that first and foremost, and I'd suggest take a piece of paper down or just do it on your laptop, but something that you can always just check every single week, every single 2 weeks, just to look back on and remind yourself. But write down from 1 to 7 or 10, however many you have, but your priorities, in sort of order, if that makes sense. Because you need to understand right now, currently in life, what your priorities are. And I know a lot of us would probably automatically jump to, our academics being top priority, which probably at this point in your life, it probably is, because it's so important for you to get that qualification, get that degree to set yourself up for the rest of the year. So when you put this down, maybe as your top priority, it's your academics, you need to live up to that. You need to always keep that in your mind, in the back of your mind as well, when you're making decisions. When you're going through life, when, whatever actions you're taking, keep it in the back of your mind what your priority is. Because if you put down academics, getting your degree, qualifying, stuff like that, then you know that when it's crunch time and when you have maybe an assignment due 2 weeks from now, but you perhaps want to have a bit of fun over the weekend, Understand that, yes, I do want to spend time with friends and stuff like that, but I know in the back of my mind, the most important thing currently is my academics. So I can't let that go. I have to make time for academics as well this weekend sometime, because I have to get that assignment complete, because I have to, get a great mark on the exam, because I have to, at the end of the day, get my degree. So always just have that in the back of your mind. Be able to draw yourself back onto what's important. But also it's important that you don't underplay the other things in your life. So if family is also up there, I know for me, really the most important thing in this world is family for me personally. So, I always put family highly, and no matter how busy I am, I always make time for my family. I always check up on my friends as well. That's something that's very important to me, because I think one of my most defining character traits is being a good friend and a good family member. So I always make sure to make time for that. And it's important that you don't underplay the importance of these aspects in your life. Even spirituality, if you're someone who, goes to church, goes to the mosque, the synagogue, whatever sort of religion you are, or however you practice your spirituality, if that's important to you, you need to make time for that. You need to make sure that you show up for that as well. And I think, of course, as well, you can't spend too much time on the things that are sort of down, lower down on your list. Let's say, for example, you watching series is number 8. You can't spend most of your time in a week watching series, for example. So just keep the priority list in mind. Don't underplay the importance of your other areas in life. Remember, it's important to be a holistic person as well. But keep that focus of, I'm here to get my degree, I'm here to qualify and all that stuff, and I need to make time for that. I think also very important to help you maintain that balance is how you actually manage your time management. It's a very popular topic here, but it's important, and I will continue emphasizing it for you guys. But you need to make sure that you are accountable for where your time is going. You know where you're spending your hours. And when you do plan out your time, be realistic, guys. I don't want you guys just putting down a whole day of studying. That's not realistic. You have a family maybe to check up on. You have friends maybe to see here and there. Obviously not spending too much time with them. You need to have time to shower. People don't incorporate the rest of their lives in their plan. So when you plan out your time, also include the other areas of life. If you're someone who likes jogging, going to the gym, I love going to the gym, incorporate that in your plan right there. Because it's so important for you to have other outlets for you to reduce your stress levels, whether it's physical exercise or chatting with friends, stuff like that, watching series. You need to be able to have a healthy outlet to relieve yourself of stress and to recenter yourself in order for you to perform as well as you can academically. So plan out your time, be efficient, be realistic, incorporate all the different elements of your life, but also be accountable to yourself regarding the time that you set out and the things that you need to do. And this requires discipline, because obviously if you sit down, you're going to study, you're going to get this done. Actually study, guys. Don't go overtime, watching series or spending too much time with friends. Remember, once again, priorities. Remember what your priority is. Remember, you're here to get your degree. You're here to obviously start creating a better life for yourself. So remember that, keep that in the back of your mind, and have that driving your discipline. Make sure that, because you have to be accountable to yourself. I can't help you guys with accountability. That's something that's down to you. And I think one of the last things here is, remember, your mental health is the most important thing in this world. It's so important for you to preserve yourself, to preserve your mental health. Also your physical health as well, guys. You really need to preserve yourself. Make sure that you are not suffering for your academics. There's a difference between pursuing your academics and suffering for your academics. I want you guys to pursue your academics in a healthy way. I want you guys to aspire for those great marks in a healthy, sustainable way. In a way where mentally you still take care of yourself. You take care of yourself physically, spiritually, all the different areas of your life you take care of. Because remember, university is just a stage of your life. It's a very small stage. You still have years and years and years and years and years and years and years to live. So you need to build, a sort of sustainable way to push forth, reach your goals, and make sure that it's within boundaries. This is important. So I really want, obviously, the best for you guys. And I've seen all too often academics consuming people and people burning out and even performing badly in academics just because they're so tired, they're so overwhelmed. I don't want you guys to get to that point. I want you guys to be sustainable in your efforts. I want you guys to always preserve yourself mentally, to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. I want you guys to be aware of how you're feeling. And I want you guys to have the presence of mind to be able to give yourself breaks and also to be kind to yourself. Not being too hard on yourself. I think that's what us students do a lot of. Because obviously we're working towards something great, something very challenging as well. So, important episode this one, I feel. If you've enjoyed it, you found some value in it, it's helped you in any way today, please drop a like for me down there. Let me know in the comments, guys. Let me know how you're finding this episode, or how you found this episode, how you're finding the episodes. Any content you guys want me to drop, please also just let me know, whether in the comments, in my DMs, anyway. And yeah, guys, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Please drop a subscription right there. And until the next one, let's continue on our journey in creating a better world.